Hey guys, Rob Caputo here for another episode of Talking with Cars, and I'm excited because this is the first weekend in a long while where I actually had a chance to go out and wash my car. Got the pressure washer all ready to go, I got the hose set up, I got everything ready to go. Let's do this. Let's go outside, let's open up the garage door, let's figure out what we need to do in order to get things set up. So let's take a moment and let's take a look. All right, so we're gonna pivot today. We got 6 inches of snow out there. I can't wash my car. This is kind of ridiculous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out an Amazon product, right? We're gonna check out this Astro AI Snowbrush. I've been in the search for a snow brush that doesn't scar or scratch up your car, mar up your car. So I'm looking for something that's safe on the paint. So I did a little research. This one seems to be on the better side. So let's take it out. Let's take it out of the box, figure out what's included, and see if it's real, see if it's something that's safe for the car. I don't know if anything is really safe for the car, and if anything is really not gonna mar up your paint. You're probably gonna have to, in the spring months, kind of polish up your car anyway, and maybe put another top coat on it, but we'll see. I mean, this is something I wanna try. It's Astro AI, it's their snow brush. It's 62.4 inches in length, that's maximum length, so it's adjustable. It's got an ice scraper on one side and brush, multifunctional telescopic brush on the other side. So let's take it out and see what it's all about. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so it's a tight squeeze in here because I have so many things on my workbench, but we're gonna open this up, we're gonna find out what's included. So let's try it out. So for all of life's adventures, Astro AI has been out for a long time. They got a whole bunch of different things on their website, or actually on Amazon. They sell a ton of stuff on Amazon. And usually their stuff is kind of like midstream, it's not highest quality, it's not lowest quality, it's kind of like midstream, I would say. So let's find out what this is all about and see if it's something that I need to return. So I've seen mixed reviews on it, some broken pieces, plastics that break, so this is kind of the telescoping part of it. It's got like a spongy type material here, so you can grab onto that. Looks like a quick connect here with a quick release. Same thing on this one. Hopefully this thing has instructions to tell us how to piece this thing together. It's got a carrying case, which is nice if you want to keep that in your car, keep it dry. Here's the ice scraper part of it. Not bad, right? And it looks like this is the section that that quick connect goes into, right in here. It only goes in one direction because it's kind of a rectangular shape. So that's pretty easy peasy. And then here's the brush itself. So this is what I was curious about the most, to see if something like this would scratch up the car. And yeah, geez, what the heck is that? Oh my goodness. Well, this is the brush. And the one thing that I noticed about this brush is it does have like the acid etched, or the ends of the bristles that are kind of like, spread apart. They're kind of broken ends. So that it's supposed to make it a little bit softer, but it doesn't look like all of them are completely split. And if they are, it's kind of like a tougher bristle. So, maybe that's intentional. Wow, that's like stuff all over the place, but maybe that's intentional. It's got a quick release here, so you can kind of change the direction, right? A push release. So you can go 90 degree, you can go 180, you can go kind of like at any angle. I don't know. I mean, it's stiff enough where you can kind of like drag the snow off, so it's decent. I think no matter what, you're always going to run into a situation where, I don't know, you need something stiff enough where you can kind of drag the snow off, but soft enough where it doesn't really mar up your paint. And the water, I mean, the actual ice is a little bit of a lubricant. It's not quite 100%. Obviously you need some soap in there. But man, I'm getting stuff all over my face. Jeez. Anyway, so that's that. Let's see what else it comes with. It comes with a thank you for your purchase. We'd love to hear from you, what you think of your new discovery, your feelings, build a better Astro AI. So they, they're open to ideas, they're open to communication with their clients, and hopefully make their products a little bit better. I think the one thing that I would recommend is I like the fact that these bristles are stiff, but I would like to make the ends of it a little bit softer, right? So that makes it a little bit safer for your car. But out of all the ones that I've seen, this is the safest without getting actually a wash brush, which is something I thought of, that super safe brush that DIY came up with. I thought, well, maybe I could use something like that and kind of push the snow off with that. Because if it's safe for washing your car, it should be safe for the snow. But I don't know if that's going to be hard enough to, or stiff enough to be able to drag the snow off. So I don't know. We'll see. We're going to try this first. So here are the instructions. Let's see. Assembly instructions. Align the grip. Okay, so we have the first grip, which is this one, I believe. This one right here, right? Where it's got the 2 quick connects on it. And you're going to attach it to here, right? So that's easy peasy, right? And to release it, oh, actually, that's how you extend it. That's pretty cool. That's nice. That extends. There's a lot of flexibility there. It's got little notches in here, so it kind of tells you. That's pretty cool. That's nice. I mean, it's built pretty well. If to release this, you have to press this and kind of let it go. So, but it's on there pretty sturdy. And then the next one, if you want to add this one, goes on here. So now it's pretty long, right? So let's see if I can move this thing back a little bit. So you can see this is kind of on the longer side. And then you have your ice brush that sits on the other side. So, wow, this thing is pretty long. And you can adjust it even longer. Wow, okay. Is this adjustable? No. So it's just this one that's adjustable right here, and then you can kind of take this and then drag the snow off of your car, which is pretty cool. It gives you a lot of leeway, a lot of room. And you don't necessarily need to have the ice pick on it, on the other side, ice scraper, I should say, but you can keep that on there so you don't lose it. And you can kind of scrape the snow off from the roof, right? In New Jersey, if you have ice and snow on the roof, you can actually get a ticket from the police. So, we need to be very cautious. So I don't know. I mean, this looks like a pretty cool little unit, I mean, if I have to polish the car in the spring, not a big deal, if it's just a roof, because it's really just a roof that I need to that I'm concerned with, and the back windshield and stuff like that, because I can't reach everything, and then the front windshield, you want to kind of drag that snow off, and you're not going to scratch the glass, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, so far so good. That's pretty cool. It's got a 2-year limited warranty from Astro AI, so that's not too bad. They got a support@astroai.com web email address, and you may dispose of the product when its service life has ended. Please recycle the recyclable parts according to local guidelines. So it's recyclable too. Pretty cool. All right. So let's get out there, let's snow blow. I'm not looking forward to this. Hey guys, anybody that's outside of the northern area, tell me exactly where I need to move to where I can kind of wash my car all year round, right? I mean, I'm kind of getting sick of this New Jersey weather, so I'm not liking, as I get older, I'm not liking the winter. So anyway, tell me exactly what's the best spot to live. If it's Arizona, Florida, Texas, I don't want it to be too hot. I want it to be very comfortable, where I can kind of detail my car, live and enjoy the rest of my life, and tell me where is the best spot. Is it Hawaii? I don't know, maybe Hawaii is a great spot. So let's get out there, let's snow blow, and then let's eventually try this out. All right, testing. Look at this. All bundled up. This is nuts. All right, got my gloves on, right? My Carhartt gloves, jacket, hoodie. This is winter, boys and girls. All right, let's try this out. Let's see if we can scrape this stuff off safely. All right. See, it's on the hood too, right? So I'm gonna need to remove the snow from the hood. This is not too bad. On the glass, it's not too bad. Feels soft. Right, and the snow kind of gets on it, so it kind of clogs it up a little bit. It makes it a little bit smoother when you're removing it. And I have a ceramic coating on this, so it's gonna help for sure. So, but wow. I bet most of you are cringing, especially in the lower states. But I'm not going all the way down. I'm kind of dragging it slowly off the paint. right? I'm not like pressing down on it. I'm just getting the surface. I'm pushing it off. But I always cringe even myself. You know, but what are you gonna do? This is where I live. This is what I have to deal with. Nothing I can do. Snow exists in the New Jersey area. All right, that's not too bad. Right, and you do as much as you can with your hands. I mean, even when you use your hands, you're gonna risk scratching it. But again, don't push down too hard. I mean, is it scratching? Don't push down too hard. I guess that's my recommendation. You know, I don't think it's the safest thing in the world, but safer. Safer than a broom brush or anything else. So, this is a fluffy snow, so this is easy to remove. All right, so what I'm gonna try to do, this is where it gets a little difficult, right? It's the roof. Let's see if I can drag it from behind. Get off the glass. Not too bad. All right, I'm not trying to get perfection up here, you know, because the wind will blow most of it off. But I'm trying to get a majority off the roof. All right. Windshield wipers will take care of the rest. Not too bad. I'm liking it. Definitely very convenient. I think if I made one recommendation to Astro AI, that's to make the bristle brushes a little bit softer on the ends. But yeah, that's good. I'm done. For now, I'm done. Yeah. And getting in behind these windshield wipers is definitely key, right? Because it'll clog up. It'll compact, the snow will compact behind the windshield wipers. So you want to get as much of that out as possible. All right, not too bad. Start up the engine, let it warm up, and let the car do the rest of the job, right? Let the car warm up and melt the rest off. So I think it did a pretty decent job. Is it the softest in the world? No. I think if they made this the first like quarter of an inch, if they made that a little bit softer, I think that would be nice. But otherwise, it's stiff enough where it'll kind of drag that snow off. I love the extendability of it. I didn't even play with that actually. You can go pretty far. It's not too bad. Pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this one. Keep it in my car, right? For when it snows, or keep it in the garage. I'm not really quite sure. Maybe I'll get two of them. I'll get one for the garage, one for the car. I think I've procrastinated enough. I think I have to snow blow. Not looking forward to this. All right, well, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.